Let's do it. All right.
It's time.
Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome
I heard it in my
to
head.
episode 3 of Kjol here on the Longshot RPG season 3. Very excited. What's up, Britt? It's good to see you, Fluffy Muffins. Yame, as always. Yame, I tried to put the beads in and they fell out, so I gotta get like the little rubber bandy bits because I failed. I tried, but I failed. Let's see where we left off. The party is heading towards the Kjol mines in the northern reaches above the shelf, and to do so they're taking weeks of travel off of their journey to pass up into the higher places. Luckily, we have a very astute ranger with us that has been hired for just the occasion. She has a couple of different paths that she's familiar with to pass up through the high places, and is a horizon walker. So, another day in the life of Luna's character, Farron. In the more immediate, a small village, unnamed, very tiny, the party visited and was asked to look into an interesting blight that had come upon the town. People were dying in a very messy fashion. 1 or 2 a night, including, most recently, the death of Volo. Because screw that guy.
R.I.P. Volo.
A little meta, maybe.
Chance.
The fight got violent when a couple of Goliaths showed up and were being significantly shady. And when Ziller decided he was going to prod one of their mines, things got violent. There was quite a fight, which ended with the inn above the hearth getting fireballed. So tensions are high, but between the party and the guard, the town guard, they were able to subdue the 10 Goliaths with minimal casualties. That said, the innkeep did promptly kick everyone out, the party included. Any questions, comments? Oh, let's do some self-plugs before jumping in. I'm Sir Feffers. Thank you for joining us. I'll be the DM for the night. You can find all the links with the command party links. And I've got a few fun things in store for the night, but I'm pretty excited to kind of play this out and then get into the high places, assuming things don't go horribly, terribly wrong. We'll see what happens. You never know with this crew. Looking at you, Luna. And I'm going to pass it off to Taco.
What's up, everybody? I'm Taco. I play a furball wizard named Styx. And that's about all I have to plug tonight.
Anything about your character?
Anything about the character? He is a Master of the Scribe subclass for wizard. He has an awakened spellbook that basically haunts him. What else has been going on? I went to college with Zaz. We were roommates and frat brothers. Or Zillers, my bad. Sorry.
Whoops.
Fuck you. Names.
This goblin looks like he's got an education.
He's a very learned goblin. But yeah, no, that's about it. Luna, go for it.
I'm Luna Wolf Spirit. I've got an Instagram and a TikTok. I do mostly cosplay, and I play Farron, who is a Horizon Walker Ranger. And she basically works as a tracker or a guide, and she's in the group as their guide, and he's kind of out there, an outlander, but
Got lots of dogs.
Yes, lots of dogs.
Lots of puppers.
I'll hand it off to Jake.
What's up, everybody? I'm Critfail Jake. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I also like to do cosplay content. I am playing a Yuanti Pureblood, Arthalos. He is a sorcerer with a little dip in cleric. And he was basically the reason that the party got kicked out last night. And he's not happy about it because, well, very much offended. Whether or not revenge will be taken tonight remains to be seen. I'm undecided, but we'll see how that plays out. I'll pass it to Jared.
Yo, I am Jared. I'm playing Zaz, who is a barb rogue goblin. He's pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. He is not super duper enthused with these loose cannons he's been saddled with. But we'll see how it goes.
Which leaves us with Offbeat.
Oh, there we go.
What up, everybody? I'm Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me in all places as Offbeat Outlaw, Patreon, YouTube, making free content for the ages. I'm playing a Hexblade Singer Fighter, which is 6 in Wizard, 3 in Warlock, 1 in Fighter right now. I'm waiting to get that 2 in Fighter for the Delightful Action Surge. Ziller was unhappy with how events went yesterday. He was very much looking forward to just deceiving them into believing, but it looks as though they saw through his ruse, and is very much interested in murder once he figures out who these people are, because, you know, angry sentient sword, and the sword is hungry, I guess. And, that's how that works, right?
Pretty much.
It is now.
In Ziller's
and-
mind, the sword
and
is hungry,
that's
so
what
he can
Ziller thinks.
project the craving to someone else and not be on blame.
He thinks it's like a pet. He thinks it's like, oh, I gotta feed it.
All right.
And that's me.
So we're gonna open up with Arthalos. You step out back into the cold. The rest of the party kind of spreading out a bit to catch their breath. Ziller is looking a bit worse for wear. And you've just been kicked out. You're a named one. You have a certain amount of entitlement that you have earned. And you're not from this place. You don't know, and to have not someone else's customs kind of being beat over your head, but in the sense that you've come from, well, your background, which we will get into, and you are unaccustomed to being just thrown out once you try to help. So you feel a bit offended. You kind of look about.
Yes.
The town is all very up in arms. The guards of the town kind of come outside the door and kind of post up. You hear she yelling and shouting inside from the captain of the guard, and the innkeep, the Goliath innkeep, and right now they're not interrogating those that are still alive, but they'll probably get to that soon, and you'll probably be included in that. So you've got a bit of time to kind of look about yourself and do as you see fit for a little recess, if you will.
Well, that went well.
I particularly like the part where we nearly blew up the tavern.
I must say I'm not as big a fan of collateral damage as it seems you might have. I'd like to each their own.
He is gonna try to like conceal the rage
Oh.
that he feels inside right now.
Okay.
As it is not the time for rash action.
Okay.
Seal, don't feel.
Don't let it show.
Now they
So he'll just,
Okay.
if there's anywhere else to get anything to eat, maybe, because
You see a small hut in the side of the shelf not the shelf, the shelf of the mountain, that looks to be a kind of bakery. And the baker and his wife are both kind of standing outside the hut, like looking at all the wreckage, and they notice you kind of looking at them, and they kind of shuffle back inside. The door is still open. They are still open for business.
I will go to the bakery.
Okay, you duck into the bakery. The lady, kind of seeing you come in, noting your snake eyes, kind of busies herself in the back area, and the gentleman in the front kind of, hello there. Anything I can do for you today? As he pulls loaves out of his oven and puts them on the rack to cool.
I will take one of those loaves of bread. And what else does he have?
He's got some glazed pastries, but small town. They're not the best of. They're probably passable, but yeah. Most provisions are sold at the inn, so this dude makes bread.
I'll take a couple of those pastries as well.
Absolutely, sir. Any, what brings you into our tiny little village? As he starts, bagging things up and packaging them for travel.
We are under the service of Jarl Twice-Hewn.
Oh. A named one. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Baldwin. And, he kind of, comes around the counter. And this is where you notice he's got kind of, not a peg leg, but he's got like this cast, kind of this get up where he can't bend his leg. Now that you're out of the wind and the snow, you can kind of get a better view of him. He goes, Baldwin the Lesser. I myself was a named one back in the day. But those days are well and truly behind me.
Would I have heard of this person at all?
You make a history check. You vaguely recognize the name the Lesser.
Is there a Jarl Balgruuf the Greater? Did we end up in Skyrim?
I'll put on the Skyrim music. Don't tempt me.
I mean,
Once was a hero named Ragnar. That's a 7. So
7. All right. Yeah, you're drawing a blank. Baldur the Lesser. He's got a full head of hair, so you got nothing. And he kind of is waiting for like a.
So, I gesture at the cast. Must be quite the story then.
Yes, a frost giant. You picked me up and well slew my father, and with me as his weapon. And that was something. But I managed to kill him. I managed to kill the ice giant, if I do say so myself. Was not an easy task. Got me my name.
It's quite impressive.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway,
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, these are. I'm not gonna. You can. He takes the money for the loaves, but he gives you the pastries. He goes, anything you can do to help this town would be a great deal. Would go a long way, frankly. But I know you guys, we named ones have a lot to do, so.
Our attempts so far have gotten us thrown out of the inn, so we'll see. As I'll just take the rest, and I'll. Is it? Did he like? Do I have a bag or any kind of?
Yeah, he's got it
just,
kind of
like,
bundled up
shove
for
it?
you. Yeah, you can
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
just holding.
Thanks.
I'll thank him again, and I'll start tearing into the bread, and I will stick my hands in it as I walk into the snow.
You're like, heat. you can feel your veins unicing. You step
Walk
out.
back to the party with my bread muff,
Okay.
with a look of just smug satisfaction for the first time because warm hands.
The town has by now put out the fire, and it's taken off maybe a fifth of the roof and a little bit of the wall. People are kind of being turned away forcefully by the harsh words from the guards to kind of go about their business and the like, and some semblance of quiet aside from inside the inn. The Goliath innkeep seems to be kind of raging about the place.
Fair enough. We did just blow up her place of business. Are the Goliath fakers still here?
They are in the inn, and as a particularly loud yell kind of breaks out of the inn, the doors open up, and the captain of the guard goes, "Any of you would like to question the Goliaths?" And then you hear,
I most certainly would.
then you hear from the back, "Oh, they're no allowed in here, no them troublemakers." And he goes, "Just a second." And he goes back inside. Quietness. Just a still. And then he comes back out. "You may enter."
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
I apply mage armor onto myself, noting my folly from last week.
There it is.
Well, from this earlier today,
Mm-hmm.
and I draw my blade looking for the Goliaths.
All right, you enter the room. The rest of the party following?
Yeah,
I'll
Okay.
at
follow
least I
up.
will.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
at the
Yes.
demand of the chat, I will also pull out a pastry out of my and take a bite. And
Okay.
And how is it?
It's passable. It's got sugar in it. It's glazed. It's basically bread with a sugared glaze. Not quite a sweet roll, but you know, in this town they would call it a sweet roll.
Someone stole your sweet roll.
All right. Cool.
Grand.
Good on you.
I mean,
Luna, you
grape
going in?
juice.
Luna, you going in?
Yeah.
Farron? Okay. The party enters. Everyone, there are 3 Goliaths that are still fastened tightly. In this case, hog-tied. All kind of on their backs, up on their butts, up against the wall, hog-tied to their legs, and they're at the legs and at the knees and elbows and around their wrists and ankles. Strong beings require drastic measures. 3 of them have survived the fight.
Who was the one that didn't let me mind read him?
That one is in the middle, and he is kind of the brawniest one. The other 2 look about kind of scared eyes, but he's like,
I'm going to stick my boot in his mouth and start rapidly changing the weapons that I'm holding.
make an
Just by,
intimidation
like-
check.
Yeah.
Also, for everybody, the episodes of both campaigns, Tuesdays and Thursdays, are up. 2 episodes from each you can find on the Jake and Feffers YouTube channel.
17.
17. Yeah, his eyes are like, first he's like, "Argh!" and he tries to like bite down on your boot, and to no avail. These are sturdy hiking boots, and then he kind of looks up and does like a double take at the.
Which one do you want? I'll shove anyone in your face. Straight through. It'll be a clean strike. I'm very, very angry. That sounds like someone who likes to talk, doesn't it, Sticks?
Yes.
That's what I thought, and I remove my boot and I go, "So, tell me honestly who you are. I have ways of making sure that you're telling the truth."
He kind of looks at the other 2 who are just like wide-eyed looking up at Ziller. He goes, "Right, well, we're poachers. We long ago left the clans. We were kicked out of the clans for theft, and we've been spending our time hunting in areas we probably shouldn't be. We don't have any lands to call our own, so the yours lands had to do, and we come down from supposedly the high places. We just cut in from the other side, really. and come down and tell drastic stories and you know, with our stories we get you know, some notoriety, and that gives us usually cheaper prices in places. We're not doing nothing. The constable, he said something about deaths. We don't know anything about any deaths. We don't know anything about any deaths. We don't know anything about any deaths.
I'm mimicking their voices with my hands, and I'm gonna go, that's great! And I shove my hand on his face and use Detect Thoughts. I suggest letting me probe as deep as you want, because I will happily kill you.
You can probe as deep as you like.
I'm gonna use Detect Thoughts.
Okay, he does not resist.
Alright.
He is very interested in getting out of the way in over the head situation that he has gotten himself into.
Excellent. That is most fortunate for him. What do I learn with this Detect Thoughts? What are like his immediate thoughts?
His immediate thoughts are, oh God, please don't kill us. He also had no idea about these killings, and he is trying desperately to find a way to prove that he has not had anything to do with these killings. Hence the lack of fight in the mind probe. You get a couple of places where he and his band have kind of raided. They are not above waylaying travelers in the spine, and they're not equipped enough to handle the high places, and so they just stick to the forests and the trails and hunt in areas by various Jarl's keeps, which is illegal. They essentially are straight up poachers and bandits.
So like pretty verifiably he's telling the truth, you would say.
Yeah, as you probe deeper, you gain the desperation of we're not killers. We're just poachers and bandits, thieves.
I remove
Liars.
my hand and I say, well, I can safely say you are not the person who sucked the life out of those corpses in the rooms, but you are definitely killers, as you did attempt my life. And as a named one, I would I think that we should, you know, seek a course of action for justice.
What's the rest of y'all doing?
If they have no further information, then kill them and be done with it.
It's a worthy cause. Styx, what do you think?
I do not see the point in killing them.
I don't see the point in letting them live. That's my other thing, you know? Like, what's the reasoning for keeping around some poachers?
The constable kind of... Well, I detest those who break the law in our own realms. We did bring them down. And once they are in our care, such as it is, you can tell that they've beat them a bit. They must face the Jarl's justice.
Jarl's justice it is. Simple. Out of our hands.
Fine. I give him like a light kick in the leg. Styx, you're gonna be the death of me.
Being named men, would we be familiar with like the Jarl's laws on that sort of thing? Like,
Yes, you are within your rights to, if you... Now, obviously, these can be put into question, your actions, but if you were to kill these individuals, you would be doing so in the name of the Jarl, and frankly, they tried to kill you, so it's not a huge stretch, but the law does state that once they have downed these men and essentially brought them under arrest, they have restrained them and such, they need to face the Jarl's justice. What will probably happen is they won't be shipped off to the Jarl. They'll be bundled until a justice passes through, one of the traveling justices that passes judgment in the name of their Jarl. So it could be weeks.
Well, if someone else is going to take care of it, then whatever. If they'll hold them here, then...
Okay. How do we know these aren't the vampires? Just broke my pen.
You got any garlic?
This is tried and true method.
I
Works every time.
He
I've
looks
never
over-
seen one, but
he
I'm
look-
sure it works.
He looks over at where the innkeep behind the bar usually is, and she's not there. And he goes, and he kind of heads over there and kind of gets behind the bar, kind of.
Can't tell if he's
Nope,
brave or
that's onions.
stupid.
he pulls out like a couple of cloves of garlic and kind of goes, "Is this a real method?" And kind of hands it to whoever brought up garlic.
Be Zaz.
It would be
He
sad.
hands it to Zaz.
I'll take it and I'll just put it in one of the Goliath's mouths. Just stick it right in there. See? Not a vampire.
Did he just eat the garlic?
Too spicy, starts coughing up. Vampire. He's a vampire.
Single tear.
I slap him for eating the garlic. That's vile. Disgusting. You season it. Use it as seasoning. Don't eat the seasoning.
Very confused.
Goodness. Vile. Put in part of the justice. Teach the Goliath's table manners.
So, the party does not have an answer. They have taken down some bandits and poachers, but they do not know who has been killing these townsfolk at night. That said, it is, by now, it would roughly be late afternoon.
I don't remember. Have all the attacks been in the inn in the same?
No,
Take
it's
it from
just
the
been
inn
this
or just-
town.
Okay. How do we feel about laying a trap for this vampire?
Where are we gonna lay it?
And who's gonna be the bait?
One of the Goliaths.
Now, how do we make these people attractive as bait?
Not cover them in garlic.
Okay, so
The one
Goliath
who was
to the-
force-fed garlic goes, yes!
What if we just leave him tied up in the town square with a sign that says, "Don't eat him."
Ziller like puts his like he's considering this.
We're gonna keep trying, but that's a good backup.
Look, I'm a plans guy.
I'm a plans man.
Aaron's just pinching the bridge of her nose in the background.
These idiots. Oh.
Wait, we have a ranger. Farron, how do you trap game?
Wait,
Not
you just
tying them
track
up with a
things?
sign.
Okay, signs out. Apparently game can't read. It's like me 5 years ago.
You'd
Next.
be surprised how many people fall for the sign trick. Travelers especially. Like #1 method. I mean,
Zaz, we'll talk later. I like this idea, but I think Farron's a better play.
We could
alright,
do
alright, whatever.
A/B testing. One with sign, one without.
We don't need to double blind
educated
test
man.
this. Sticks. This isn't your masters. God.
What's the control?
Control is people have died, therefore they exist.
Well, we have 3 Goliaths, so one with sign, one without sign, and then something.
And one with
totally
garlic.
We can do Farron's way on the third one.
How many rooms are open in this inn?
None to us.
I do believe that the inn will be closed for some time as they work on repairs.
Is there anywhere where we can spend the night? Is there another inn in this village?
No,
Not one of
but
the families that
we do
died.
have. He goes.
They got an empty house.
He goes, oh God, you're right. the family of there is one house that is currently being cleaned. If you would like that, I also would, of course, let you stay with me in the garrison.
Right.
I think the house is safer. Vampires never strike the same house twice.
Yeah, it's like lightning.
Yeah.
Well, we need a place to hide the bait.
Like lightning. You gotta invite the lightning in before.
Wait.
You gotta.
So, these are supposed to be vampires. Did anybody ever invite them inside? Hey, it's a monster. Come on for dinner. Like,
Why does Zaz sound like Bill Burr?
nobody wants him around.
Oh no!
This is amazing.
I'm not angry enough to be Bill Burr.
You don't have nearly enough issues to be Bill Burr.
Make the freaking vampires gay.
That's Joe.
That's
Alex
oh,
Jones.
dang
Alex
it.
Jones.
Oh,
That is
no.
a different person
Different-
That is
entirely.
a different angry white man.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
There's a lot
I
of them.
messed
I
that
can
up.
understand, but it's a different one. Well, I say we rest up, spend the night. Can these Goliaths stay outside? How do you feel about staying outside for the night?
They're good for cold.
Yeah, they're,
Right?
Like, cold doesn't bother them. It's fine.
If we agree to this, can we go?
No.
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 But you might get a good word in with the Jarl if he helps out.
I'll say you were cooperative.
Make
He's
a
gonna be
persuasion
in
check.
With help, because
Yeah. At advantage.
I definitely
23.
don't have the charisma for
Okay.
it. So
They're like, just 3 hog-tied Goliaths.
as if they had a choice.
As if the Jarl won't at best just throw them in prison for life. Normally they'd send them off to the mines, but
All right, so we'll stay in the cleaning house. We'll set up a tent nearby so that we can keep watch over you guys as bait. And we may or may not leave a sign that says, "Please don't eat us."
all right.
I say then we should probably have someone stay outside potentially so that they can always get the jump on them. Is anyone comfortable so that they can be like warn us, you know, so that when these Goliaths ostensibly get attacked, we can be there within a reasonable period of time.
I'll stay with him.
All right. Sounds good. That's a plan. Sticks, see, I came up with a plan.
I am very proud.
Thanks.
So the party has a few hours to kill as they get all this set up. Anybody want to do anything in particular? Farron tends to her dogs. Anything?
I'm gonna find a big blanket.
You're gonna find a really. All right, you find a big old blanket.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm going to set up the tent.
Okay.
Oh. So are we putting us in the tent or the Goliaths in
The
the tent?
Goliaths
Goliaths
and
and Zaz.
Zaz.
The Zaz nearby.
Zaz
Yeah,
nearby.
I'll be nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like around a corner, or in a ditch or something.
I could make you some like
Snow.
fake terrain to live in. I have hallucinatory terrain. So I could like
That's tasty.
make you like a deer blind basically.
That'd be perfect.
Alright. Wherever Zaz wants to be set up, I'll use hallucinatory terrain and make like a snow drift
Nice.
that when he's in it he'll be able to see out, but
Yeah.
it'll be an int check against my DC to figure it
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
That is tight. So you guys are setting that up. Arthlos and or Farron.
I'll just be helping out with whatever tasks need to be handled
Okay.
for getting ready.
Would Farron be able to go like hunting for the tavern? She still
Yeah.
feels bad about that.
Yeah. So you set off into the woods. You bring in any of your puppers?
I'll just bring Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay. You and Tokyo, go ahead and make a survival check as you kind of get into the woods a bit. The mountains looming overhead, ever present.
10.
10. Okay. You manage to catch a handful of rabbits.
Brace of conies.
A brace of conies. While you're out there, you find a strange bush. It is thorny with red berries, and as you walk past it, it kind of leans towards you. And then as you kind of look down at it, it reverts.
Hello? I look down at Tokyo. She looks down at Tokyo and is like, that's strange. And looks back up at it.
As Tokyo kind of leans in to get a whiff, the thing kind of and Tokyo backs up. You have not seen a bush of this like before.
Can I like roll a perception check on it to see if I
will
notice anything?
accept a perception or a nature.
24.
24. Okay. This is a plant, and it has been tainted in some way, through magics, probably something primordial, and has mutated it in a strange way. That it now has no leaves, only red berries, and thorns, and it will, as you can see, try to encapture things that move nearby. And as you kind of lean in to look a little bit, you can see piles of white bones in its center, and acid burns on whatever flesh remains. I wouldn't go as far to say as it's cursed more than it is mutated by the arcane. It's a bad omen. You've, as a Horizon Walker, you are familiar with the turning of evil things and its effects. Whether there's a portal nearby or what, you're not sure, but this is by no means natural anymore, this bush. You look around and you don't see any other plants out of the ordinary. You've already got your brace of conies. And Tokyo doesn't seem super alarmed, so his senses are not picking up anything out of the ordinary.
Farron's gonna look at Tokyo again and said, let's head back. And she's just gonna go back into town.
And you guys head back into town. You look over and you can see them kind of bantering over what kind of tent is best as you make your way up to the inn. The door is closed.
I can promise you, I learned this in tent school. Triangles are the best, strongest shape of tent. I can assure you.
I'm done with this.
Coward!
Why are we? We have magic.
The furball.
Why do we play with sticks?
The furball and the goblin are a little ways off, talking about the thing, and they've just stopped and are eventually just watching.
I've got the tent poles out. Getting tangled.
He like just starts to get it set up, and Arthos will just like nudge part of it with his foot and it just collapses on top of him.
Arthos!
You think we should take the stakes from him? Or...
Farron, you kind of roll your eyes and make your way up to the porch of the inn, and the doors are closed.
And a knock.
A moment passes. You knock again, and the door opens a crack, and you can see the not elder Goliath, but the slightly hunched, tired eyes of the innkeep Goliath. And she goes, Yes. How can I help you? You're
I wanted to
closed.
apologize. Sorry. I wanted to apologize for the damages we've caused to the tavern, and I brought you some rabbits.
Oh. Hmm. Okay. She kind of takes the rabbits and goes, "You're a good lass. It is appreciated. Please do a further help for me by not letting them come anywhere near my inn.
All right.
As named ones, a few of them could demand to enter, and whatever you could do to keep them away, especially that one with the fireball, you would have my gratitude. I do love rabbits.
All right.
And if your pups need somewhere to stay for the night, they can stay here."
Thank you very much.
And the door closes.
Just pointing at that one with the fireball, I like to imagine that Arthlos and I were both at each other's throats, like, "Don't make me cast fireball, you bastard!"
I'll do it. I'll do it.
First.
I'll be fine, and I'll do it second. I'll do it second.
Okay. Farron kind of returns to the party. Maybe heads over to Zaz and Styx.
Think we should
Welcome
just
back.
put the tent up for him.
No,
Maybe
no.
get a
it's-
second tent and then just put that one up and be like, "Hey guys, we already got one.
I
Don't
mean,
worry
but
about it."
It's so entertaining.
I mean, you're right, but I don't want to burn the town down if we can avoid it.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Nothing. Go for it.
Hours pass. The Aurora Borealis, the northern lights do begin to come out, and the party, excluding Zaz, makes their way into the house. They have not finished cleaning this house yet. There are still blood stains on one side of the room, and all the furniture has been redistributed amongst the village, or sent off to whoever it needs to be sent off to. Farron, are you keeping Tokyo with you, or are you sending all the pups into all the huskies into the inn?
I'll send the huskies into the inn.
Okay. Redeemed +1 first level spell slot. Who's it going to? Who's it going to, Britt?
2 extra first level spell slots right now.
What's that?
I said
Hang
I
on to
still
that.
have one from last session.
Nice. It's
Oh,
going to
you get another
Taco.
one.
Nice.
Did we get a long rest whilst we were setting up the tent?
You've gotten a short rest.
A short rest, I meant.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, that's great. That's great news. I'm gonna spend most of my heal dice.
Okay.
I heal up.
I will use my heal dice, and I will regain 5 sorcery points.
I'll get my warlock spell slots back.
Is that through your vial?
Yes, indeed.
So you spend some time pricking yourself a little bit and dropping your blood into this vial.
I mean, no, it's alright. I don't have to do it every time I do it. It's just
Oh,
in
okay.
there, and this
Yeah.
just happens.
Nice. All right.
What he will do is, before he goes into the house, he will stare hungrily, not where anyone can really see him, but like as he goes, the last one into the house, he kind of looks up at the Borealis with a wistful hunger, longing, and then goes into the house.
Okay. The party spends a little bit of time playing cards, swapping stories, keeping an eye out the window. Zaz, you're bundled and keeping an eye on the tent, and you can see shifting figures of the restrained Goliaths within the tent.
Feff, during that hour that we're just like hanging out, I'm going to ritual cast Find Familiar and
Okay.
what's he gonna look like? Dave, like a raven, like a blackbird, and have
A-
it flying around outside.
Okay. You do so, and a raven kind of appears, and you lean out to set it into the sky, and it begins doing that sweep.
I'm gonna limber up and start stretching just in case I've got to dance battle some people.
Okay.
You know, the ancient art of dance battling actually started at the Mage College.
And so, Ziller, sorry, Zaz, as you kind of start buckling in, kind of accept. That's loud. That's heckin'
That's
loud.
very loud.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. I thought I had said it perfectly earlier. As you kind of, you're at the point where you're accepting that it's going to be a long night. Your passive perception picks up a strange mist coming around the sides of the house that the party is in, kind of sliding along the floor, and begins sifting under the tent flaps. And you hear outcries from within the tent.
Roll the tent, fireball the tent.
All right. Well, I'll just stand up and pull out my machete scimitar thing and just make my way towards the tent.
Okay.
And I'll call out, "We got monsters!"
The party hears it, and Sticks through your board, I assume, watches him kind of like striding towards the tent, kind of fixing his gauntlet and calling out. Let's roll for initiative. The tent is roughly 15 feet away from the window of the room you guys are in. It's a single room, 30 by 30 foot cabin, if you will, and then 15 feet of snow, and then tent. Across from the tent, about 20 feet, is Zaz walking towards it.
Natural 20.
10.
Plus 1, so 21.
10 from Sticks.
Yeah.
Okay.
19 for Zaz.
All right.
7, Arglos.
Okay, and Farron?
13.
All right. Ziller, you're up first. The window is
All right.
closed.
The window is closed. To open the window, what will that cost me? Is that a free action or?
5 feet movement speed, not even.
All right, I'll open that up and
You
then
open
I'll
it
jump
up.
out the window and.
Make an acrobatics check. Or fall.
I got a +1. Come on, baby.
Use those light feet of yours.
Yes. 19 plus 1, 20.
With a bit of a spin on it, you and you are straight.
How far away is the tent?
The tent is 13 feet away from you.
13 feet.
Yes.
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm going to activate my blade song.
Okay.
And I get 10 extra feet of movement, advantage on certain saves and whatnot. And also my armor class is now 18.
Okay.
And I'm going to rush to the tent and look inside.
You rush to the tent and look inside, and you find an interesting. It is a vampire, but it is not not the type you've ever considered before. I am posting a picture on the Discord. Hey guys, I use the Discord for a lot of the pictures and visual aids that I use throughout the game. If you would like to see what this thing looks like, head to the Longshot Discord, make sure you accept the rules, and give yourself a role, and you will have access to everything you need to get into there. Also, any memes you guys make might get put on the Instagram. There's a meme channel in there as well. This is a gnoll vampire. Hard to explain, but as the picture depicts, it is probably the sloppy Joe of vampires. It is messy, and it is currently just face deep, snout deep inside one of the Goliaths, and just tearing into it, just stuffing its face. The other two, still restrained, are like wobbling backwards, trying to like veggie tails their way out of there.
Blade singers, by the way, were given access to all races in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. By the way, I'd suggest those trying to rules lawyer me read the rules. Thank you, good night. Anyway.
Put that one up on the marker.
Yeah.
That's one.
I shall... I've got a few options, don't I?
Yeah.
Ooh, do I want a Phantasmal Force, or do I just want to put some damage on this bad boy?
That's up to you. The Goliath is still alive and shrieking.
I don't like playing wizards. There's so many options. How do you guys do this? I just like hitting things.
You gotta think.
I don't like that. Screw thinking.
Think you just fireball.
Yeah.
Too.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. But I was
Like,
like,
what? No.
Thinking?
Ooh, vampires are undead, aren't they? That won't work.
They are undead.
Okay.
Nope,
In that
dropped the
case,
dice.
I am going to. In that
Oh,
case,
why
I'm
did-
going to rush at him with my sword
Okay.
and begin blasty blast as well.
You're doing my blasty blast. All right.
I'll do my little blasty blast.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's not a blast.
I started blasting. Okay, so that is an 18 plus a 9. That's a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Excellent. Okay, so from my sword, that is 9 magical slashing.
Okay.
And then from my Eldritch Blasts, that is a 24 plus a 23 to hit.
You have a 47 to hit?
No. It's
Okay.
two attacks. One's a 23,
oh.
one's a 24.
I was like, bruh. I know I
wish.
encouraged all of you to make crazy builds, but
I haven't
that
figured
one,
that one out
that
yet,
one
but
shook me.
I'm getting there. I'll figure it out one day, Feff. Don't you worry.
All right, I'm waiting on it.
Okay. All right. That would be a plus a 14 force damage.
14 force damage,
Yes.
non-magical.
I don't know if anything resists force damage.
Yeah.
It's technically magic. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. Okay.
And in that case, now that I see it,
Yes.
is it interested in me at all?
It's still got its gob just in the thing.
Okay. In that case,
You do
I'm
hear
gonna
it, like,
scream, we got hyena vampires. I was right, kind of.
All right, is that your turn, Ziller?
That is my turn.
Zaz, you're up with Farron on deck.
all right. Well, I will initiate rage and then step into that tent and I guess whack at it.
All right, you step into the tent. So the one Goliath is. Oh, go ahead and roll to hit. The one Goliath is on its back, just being chewed up. The two are next to it, and that's kind of that half of the tent. And then you two are on the open side of the tent, facing out into the open area. So for the record, it's you two, the 3 Goliaths and the Gnoll Vampire, 15 feet of snow, and then the house. So in the middle of the party, if you will, is where the Goliaths and the Gnoll Vampire is. What'd you get?
Okay, so for my first swing, I got a dirty 20. And then my second, I got a 17.
17. 17 does not hit.
Does not hit. Alright. Alright, it'd be 18 damage.
18, what kind of damage?
Slashing damage.
Okay. Alrighty. What's next? Is that both hits?
Yep, that was both hits.
Okay. Farron, you're up. You can see bodies shifting around inside the tent. Not a ton of options for a ranger with no visibility.
Yeah. Can I cast? Is it It's dark outside, right?
It is. It is nighttime.
Can I cast dark vision
Mhm.
and then like stay by the window and like?
Yeah. So
to,
you
like,
cast.
Be a sniper if needed.
Yeah, you cast dark vision. And I believe it's up to 20 feet. It might be 30. All vision is seen black and white.
It's up to 60 feet.
60.
Yeah, it's 60.
All right, so yeah, within 60 feet, everything you can see is bright as day with no color. And past that it is dark. And you do that, and then you post up at an advantageous point. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Is Tokyo with you?
I think he went with the other dogs.
Okay. All right, Styx, you're up.
I'm gonna run outside and try to get line of sight on inside the tent and yell to Ziller, "Pull down the tent! We cannot see!" I can turn into Arnold. What the fuck?
Pull down the tent. Get to the chopper. You kind of hustle your way around the tent, and you're looking inside, and you can kind of see the massive 6 bodies cramped inside this tent.
Okay, so then I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, and like a snow hand is gonna come out of the ground and try and grab the vampire thing.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Okay, sorry.
He needs to make a strength save of 17.
It succeeds. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at something else. I rolled a 14.
Okay, he gets grabbed.
So this snowy hand just grips him and the Goliath, by proxy. Rather, it's gripping the Gnoll Vampire is still just latched onto his guts, and snarling and looking about, and then this snow hand just grips onto the Gnoll Vampire.
What condition does that put on him, Taco?
Restrained.
Okay.
Oh, restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, he also takes 6 bludgeoning damage when he gets squeezed.
Okay. All right. That sticks. My turn. Okay. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to use its frightful cackle. The vampire emits a bone-chilling cackle. Each creature of the vampire's choice that is within 120 feet, that'll be the party, within 120 feet can hear its cackle, must succeed in a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or become frightened for a whole minute. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. If a creature's saving throw is successful or the effects ends for it, the creature is immune for the next 24 hours. Everybody make a DC 15 whiz save.
I got a 23.
23, you're good to go. Oh man, the rolls are good tonight.
Do you want it? It was my lucky pink dice. I used it wisely. It's got like one more of those left tonight, and I'm done.
Yeah, hold on
But
to
it's
that.
ones for the rest of the campaign.
17.
17, you're good. Zaz, Farron,
10.
10. Okay, you are frightened.
Let's see what we got. What was the DC?
15.
Wait, can Zaz get frightened while he's raging?
16.
Oh, that's true.
don't know.
He's enraged.
I don't think so, but I passed anyway.
Okay. A chilling fear grips your heart, Farron, at the sound of this thing. Okay. It is still restrained. Let's see. So many options. Okay. Well, first of all, you watch some of its wounds close a bit. And then it is going to, so I have to do a strength check to break out?
Yeah.
Alright, it's not going to bother with that. It is going to instead return to mist. And that's going to be its turn.
From looking at that, can I tell if that's a spell or if that's something innate?
It is a feature,
Okay.
so it is something innate.
Would that still be
Double
considered
checking.
a creature?
This is... Hang on. Use its... Okay, so it actually... it's a feature called Shape Changer. If the vampire isn't in sunlight, it can use its action to polymorph.
So can I counterspell it is what I'm asking.
I'll allow it.
I mean, polymorph is a spell.
Yeah. Its feature allows it to cast a spell. So yes, we'll say
Yeah.
it's... Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, word.
Cool. Counterspell
So-
it.
Counterspell.
I think I have to make a roll because I think casting a 4th level or
Always-
higher make an ability check using the spellcasting ability.
Okay.
10 plus
Yeah.
the spell's level, so I gotta hit a 14.
Okay.
Or you could just cast it level 4.
I could just cast a level 4.
What's up, Danger? Thanks for coming in.
I have a +9. I think we're chilling.
Oh.
Let's see it. Let's see the roll.
Yeah, we're chilling. That's a 15 plus 9.
Okay. It
For 24.
reverts. It begins expanding into mist and then is forcibly through Styx's mutterings of the arcane just forced back into the restrained position, and you see it like darting around. All right, and that makes it Arthlos' turn with, Arthlos' turn.
He gonna run out to the tent.
Okay.
And he's going to attempt to cast Dominate. Not Dominate, Hold Monster.
Hold monster. Okay.
Double held.
Yeah. Big restrain.
So he needs a Wisdom save.
Oh, if it's held, it's gonna be paralyzed, isn't it?
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That is a 18.
No.
Oof.
Makes it by 1.
Okay.
Alright, well, then I will, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay.
and I will give it a smack.
I give it a smacky smack.
At advantage because it is restrained, I believe.
Right. Yeah. Correct. That's going to be 18 to hit.
18 hits.
I have a D8 here somewhere. And damage.
10 damage, okay. What kind of damage?
It's
Magical,
gonna
it's with your
be
weapon. It's with your magic weapon.
Force damage.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. The two Goliaths, one of which is frightened, is going to attempt to unfrighten. And is going to fail, and remains kind of just this like. The other one is going to try to break free of his restraints, and is going to fail.
To break free.
Which brings us to Ziller with Zaz on deck.
I want to break free. Alrighty. I'm going to.
The tent is
Yes,
very
I'm going
crowded
to use
at this
Hexblade's
point.
curse on it now.
Okay.
I'm going to summon the magic of food, the stabby dude. And he do be cursed now. And now I crit on a 19 or a 20, and he'll be taking extra damage that is equivalent to my proficiency bonus.
Break and burn. You hear
You're
Thude's
not gonna.
voice thunder in your head.
Look at that! Look at that
Break
blue
and
19 I just rolled right there. That's a crit if I've ever seen
Nice.
one. If you're a Hexblade.
burn.
Dude, be my strength. That is 25 damage.
Whew. Alright.
And now I will use Eldritch Blast. As you do when you're a warlock. Well, these ones might not hit. How does a 10 and a 15 sound?
No, not good. Not great.
Well, it was worth it for the crit.
Alright, is that your turn?
That's gotta be.
Alright, with
You rolled at advantage,
Zaz.
right?
Oh, I did not roll at advantage. Thank you. I forgot.
Mm,
Oh, I got another crit.
You're lying.
I'm not. Look at the purple. It's a 19.
You mad?
Oh, I should have used Hex instead of Hexblade's Curse. If I'd known I was gonna be critting so
If
much.
I had known the future.
If I'd known the future, this would have been so much better. Okay, so that is a. Well, I rolled low, so it averages out. $27 damage total.
27 damage. Give me just a second. And yes, you
Thanks for
succeed in doing
reminding me
that.
about the restraint.
Yeah, no worries. I wish mine had gone off. We got an auto crit. That would have been.
That would have been nice.
So
that would have
fun.
been so tasty.
Oh, then I would have hexed this thing into the next dimension. Deleted. Gone.
Good day.
Good day, sir. You get nothing.
You get nothing. All right. And that brings us to Zaz.
All right. You gonna
He's
swing it
looking
twice.
he's looking bloodied.
Excellent. See if we can bloody him some more. All right. So the first swing is a 24 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and the second is a dirty 20.
Okay.
I assume both of those hit.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. Is 28 total damage.
20
Slashing.
How much?
28.
28 slashing.
Yep.
Even the halved damage, because it is non-magical, still just decimates this Knoll vampire. How would you like to do it?
Oh, just, like butchering livestock. Just angry and efficient.
It wails and writhes and ceases to be.
I'll jerk the corpse away from the probably dead Goliath.
The Goliath is not dead and is in fact just like trying to pack his guts back into him and just writhing.
I'll just like shrug. I came as fast as I could. Sorry. I guess.
All right. Combat has ended. That, friends, is 3,900 XP each. Farron.
Did we do XP for those Goliaths?
Oh, I don't think we
Last
did.
session?
Thank you for reminding me.
No.
Make a note. We should add that up later.
Yeah, we'll add that up later.
But for now, how much experience was that you said?
3,900
That'll level up.
XP each.
XP now?
We're
Yeah.
doing XP? Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We are this time.
Heck yeah, I had no idea. I'm excited about it though.
Frick, now I don't remember.
Well, you've just given me an incentive to ruin everything.
We might not do it. I don't remember what I wrote down for this one. I'll go back to the notes later and double check. But we'll get to that later. So, Farron. You hear your dogs barking in the distance. Your heart is still pounding. You have moments where you recall your fear of the emptiness of the abandonment of the constant nights in the cold when your father passed, and then the growing horror when your brother disappeared, and the following nights and the fights you've had that were close, and just all of that is kind of crashing in on you, and you kind of find yourself backing up across the room, back to the wall, and then suddenly with a as Zaz finishes off the Knoll vampire, it just vanishes.
She reaches up and grabs her necklace. That was her father's and then her brother's. And just tries to take a deep breath to ground herself.
Yeah, you spend a moment, heart rate slowing, just looking around, putting yourself in the present.
And when she's calm, she leaves the house and goes down with to the others.
Okay.
Ziller's gonna scream out, does anyone have any healing?
No.
Not at all. Not even a little.
No.
I'm kind of the other direction.
How badly is this wound? Like how
Well, he's putting his guts back
Well,
in.
he's
Right,
currently
like-
trying to play. He's currently trying to stuff himself like a turkey again. So
It's pretty bad, yeah.
I don't think anything I've got can help him at this point.
Arthurlos,
Surely the village has got some kind of healer.
you
A
come
shaman
on,
or something.
Arthur.
After some
Arthur,
time,
baby.
an apothecary, the town wakes up, to say the least. Go ahead, Jake.
I'll try.
Oh, okay.
For what it's at Ziller's, pleading, I will attempt half-heartedly.
I'll
First level cure wounds.
Yeah, it's all I have for little kids.
What was that, Jared?
while they're taking care of the near corpse, I'll drag the actual corpse out of the tent and back towards, like, not all the way to the tavern, but just kind of away from the tent towards the larger chunk of the town, and just drop it and then go back to the tent.
Okay.
Because, peanut gallery is on the way, so let him see.
Yeah. The town wakes up.
I'll do it at second level,
Okay.
and then I'll just twin spell it.
Okay. Vroom, vroom.
So that'll be 4d8.
4d8.
Yeah.
Twin spell the same target?
Oh, can you not?
I am not sure. I was asking.
I didn't.
I
was like, I don't see why not, but like
Balancing reasons would suggest maybe not, but I'm unsure myself.
let me check the meta magic just to see.
If so, that changes some of my builds that I need to work on.
Oh, on the second creature in range, you were okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Second creature in range with the same spell. Then it will just be the two.
An apothecary bustles into the tent and kind of brushes everyone but the healer aside and kind of assists and kind of starts as you stabilize the Goliath. Go ahead and roll how much HP.
He gets 13 HP back.
13. He stabilizes, and she starts stitching him up, and kind of starts shushing him, and kind of looks up at she's an older lady. Kind of looks up at you and goes, "Hey, you've done a good thing. That you would help a prisoner. This says a lot about you, young man. Who are you?"
I'm Marthalos. If he's dead, he can't face judgment. And I just stand up and I walk on.
She kind of goes, "Oh."
You're a go. No.
You step out, and a crowd obviously has formed, and not so much around you guys, but around like the body. Some people are crying, some people are like clapping each other on the back, and the constable, the captain of the guard, he kind of is standing over the body and kind of ordering it to be packed up. Steps over to the party. "Well, you've done a good thing here. I commend you. This couldn't have been easy. But
It wasn't too hard. Took like 12 seconds. It's 2 rounds.
truly,
Literally
your-
12 seconds.
Your might is that of the named ones, and this will not go unsung in the halls. I will make sure of it."
Thank you.
Hey, maybe leave out burning down the tavern, you know. And I'll like pull my hood just a little bit lower.
I'll see what I can do.
If you pin it on these guys, they'll be in prison anyway.
Did you just tell the guy?
He kind of raises an eyebrow at the goblin, but has a chuckle.
Look, I have a hard time enough as it is. Okay.
I'm gonna ask the console. I'm gonna say, so listen, we're gathering information about the alphas. Have you heard any information about hyenas cooperating or gnolls cooperating with the alphas?
No, I have not heard anything of the like.
Well, that's. Thank you for your time. At any rate, this is a bit of a dead lead, as it were. Then, in my analysis.
Well, he kind of looks around. And he goes to shake your hand in kind of a blatantly overstiff manner.
I give him a shake, and I say, well, we killed the thing. I do believe to an extent we are as a group entitled to somewhat compensation.
You do feel something in your hand from the handshake.
I'm going to look at it slyly.
He goes, "I'm afraid we're not able to compensate you in any way as you would perform your duties. You're acting in service of the protection under the name of your Jarl." But you do note the 1 platinum that
I
he
now
has
have 2 platinum.
that he has given because you have in fact rid them of what would eventually either cost the Jarl incredible amounts of resources or would have eventually taken the town. And he goes, "But I'm sure you understand that."
I'm going to just like stretch and slide it into my coat sleeves.
Okay.
And be like, "Yes, of course, naturally. I understand y'all are a hard-off lot." And then I'm going to turn back to the party. I'm going to slide it into my hand and be like, and then I'm going to put it back and be like, we are always happy to help, but we are the named ones. Exactly. Yes.
All right. So
Can I
the party-
go investigate the hyena body?
You may.
just kind of like give it a pass over. What do you want me to roll?
Let's do investigation.
Alrighty.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go up to Farron and say, I guess the sign thing was a bit of a I guess we didn't need it after all. You were right on that one. Zaz, your sign sucks.
Hey, I said it works on people. Does that look like a people to you?
I don't know.
Look at him. He thinks he's people.
I got a 27.
27? Okay. You recall a few things from your teachings. When a gnoll's ravenous hunger is so great that it craves flesh and blood even after death, it can rise as a vampire to continue its feeding frenzy. So, this thing was so hungry and thirsty for blood that this gnoll, which is a humanoid, with a horrible history of bloodthirsty pacts with demon lords. I think gnolls have their own like demonic setup. That it was permitted to come back, and made worse. Unlike normal vampires, gnoll vampires don't have coffins where they rest. They have no such places to return to when their corporeal bodies are destroyed. Undeterred by running water, they can enter residences without invitation. No vampire needs to travel quickly. It adopts the form of a giant emaciated hyena. When it wants to catch its prey by surprise, it takes the form of a cloud of mist. You do watch the body beginning to become little drifts of stained red mist, slowly kind of evaporating into pieces, kind of crumpling in on itself. The party has gone from those are the ones that busted the inn to, oh my god, the heroes. Saviors of the town's blight and curse. As you guys get your long rest, you are welcomed back into the inn, begrudgingly, by the innkeep. You think she might have been swayed by the townsfolk. A couple of people might have had a pointed word with her. Small communities. But eventually, after a few drinks, things are smoothed over. The selling point was the captain of the guard saying that, well, if this all happened to stop the curse, to stop whatever was killing, was this kind of, in the vein, it could be filed under an expense that the Jarl might have to assist in taking care of once the winter passes, and might be able to send the townsfolk back with some lumber. And that was kind of the selling point. And from there, things were but much more festive, and all the town, much of the town, even regardless of its late hour, kind of came out, and mead flowed, and there were children that braided Tokyo's fur, put little ribbons in it.
Cute dog.
And roughly around 3 a.m., people start kind of filing out, and you guys are given your rooms. Anything you guys want to do before the long rest?
I just want to talk to the innkeep and say, make sure you use that rock well that I gave you. Don't spend it all in one place.
It'll go to great use. Rest assured.
I give her a salute, and then I take nap.
Okay.
Nap.
Arthalos?
Yeah, I just go to bed.
Okay. Zaz?
Same.
Farron?
Going to bed.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Nap.
Nap.
If it's break time, it's tea time, baby.
First thing I heard was just. And we back.
And we back, yeah. Sorry, that was a little Chance the Rapper reference. Time to get DMCA'd by Twitch.
So, the party spends a night resting up. Morning comes. Farron, there's a note that's been slipped under your door. It is from the innkeep, and it says, if I'm to understand that you're going up into the high places, if you see any survivors of the tribes, tell them to make their way to here. Tell them to make their way here. And a dog treat. Y'all are gonna hate it when I kill this thing. I'm just kidding.
If you kill this thing, I figured out a way to do 1900 damage in a single turn. Don't test me.
Luna, mic check?
Hello.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Mm.
All right. The morning comes. Sticks.
Good morning. Oh. We going through the whole thing again? I am sneaking out to go find berries.
You go out to go find berries, and in your... I'm sorry, Yame. It was in jest, maybe. And in your ventures, as you kind of get into a clearing that is kind of open, you get pricked by this bush that Farron actually found earlier. You're kind of opening up the book to cast your rituals, and you're like, ow, frick. And you look down, and the thing is trying to, like, pull you in. It's not strong enough to do so, but it's just kind of churning at your flesh with its needle-like appendages.
My leg away. I'm gonna do the look. I'm gonna look at the thing, try to figure out what it is. This is the first time I've seen it.
Oh no, Yame's threatening me. So you perceive that it's whack. Go ahead and make an Arcana check, because clearly it is not the norm, and you have a bit of experience with. Okay, you got nothing. It's not sentient like a Spriggan, but it is a mutated through magic thing.
Oh, can I pick one of its berries?
You may try, or you just get take the damage.
I'll just take the damage.
All right,
and
yeah,
take
you
the
just
berry.
kind of stick your hand, and it kind of turns up your hands a little bit. You're like, ow, and you pull it up, and you have it is a blood red, warm to the touch.
Warm? Warm? Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pocket that. This could be useful.
Okay.
I've been trying to figure out how to make hand warmers for months.
Just pockets full of berries.
Yep.
You just taking the one.
I'll grab like 10.
Okay.
So like
You
9
take
more.
a grand total of 6 damage in the process.
Alright.
Pulls out one of those blueberry gatherer things and just starts raking at it.
Angrily raking at it.
Give me your berries.
For reference, that would have killed a regular human being.
That's hilarious.
They would be dead in that bush now.
Slowly getting launched.
Alright, I'm gonna move away from the bush and do my thing. Talk to my book.
Again, the ritual, your self-imposed ritual, again, an individual that shares your accent appears before you. And how has your days been since we have talked?
Well, yesterday we killed a vampire. A dog vampire. But a vampire nonetheless. We blew up in tavern. Not my decision, but this is what happens when you roll with these people.
These people. So you are an adventurer again. Set loose upon the world.
You could say.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Enjoy is a particular word.
It is. Now tell me what you have done, so you might go upon your adventure.
I was the one who was allowed to live. And we close in the book.
Okay.
He goes away. Get out my face.
You kind of shake it off, and return back to the party. The
Hey
party
guys, I found the berries.
Farron, you recognize them immediately as the berries from the cursed bush, or mutated through dark magics.
So
She just-
anyways, go ahead.
She gets a really wary look on her face, and she's like, "That's been tainted by something foul."
As she's saying this, Arthos is like, I like the color, and just grabs one and pops one in his mouth.
No!
Okay.
I'm going to rapidly punch Arthalos in the throat to make him
Yeah,
cough it
So
up.
No.
he starts chewing on it.
No, he
gets
does
punched.
not.
He gets
does
one.
not.
He
I
gets
punch him.
he pops it and gets one bite in.
Okay.
Look,
And
they're berries from sticks. Like, in the past, they've been good berries. There's no reason for me to be like, yeah, he has poison berries.
That's nice. You take 9 acid damage.
Oh.
just right into your gums, under your tongue. Just hits that horrible spot under your teeth. It's just
like 1,000
eating away at
glasses
you.
of orange juice at
Just-
once.
Starts and then to make matters worse, suddenly you're being punched. You're just like
Spit that out, you moron! Don't eat sticks as science projects.
He's trying to kill me.
No.
If I was trying, you'd be dead. Baron, you said
Ugh.
tainted by dark magic.
I'm just like, cure wounds. Okay, and so that was horrible.
you're like
I know I am the one with the berries, but you need to. Sometimes I will bring back bad berries, apparently. But hold it in your hand. Hold, snake boy. Hold. Touch.
is warm. Oh. Yeah, man, clip all this. Clip all this for me.
I have more.
Posture check, everybody.
I give him the hand warmers.
Get the hand warmer berries.
I take out like some like a copper coin purses, and I'm like, wait, put the berries in here, and then put them in your gloves.
Did go to school for a reason, and I just put them in my gloves.
Interpretive dance school. This is this was learned, not taught.
This was learned, not taught.
We could try to like kidnap the bush so that we have a source of hand warmers to just like carry around.
Picturing
New pet. For the
Ziller.
party.
I'm just picturing Ziller out on the ice, dancing in the cold, making himself some hand warmers. No one can hear any music. He's just humming. Jazz hands.
So how big was the bush?
About 3 feet. Round boy. Again, no leaves on it, just briar. And as you get closer to it, it reaches out and tries to like grasp. Assumedly small creatures would have a hard time with this.
Well, if you want to try and uproot a bush, I turn my sword into a shovel. We can go digging.
And yeah. I don't know.
You hear you can hear the frown from Thude, but he doesn't say anything.
I turn him back into a sword. I say, you know what? Maybe we should leave the plants where they are. You know, they're there for a reason, even if they are.
What is this plant that you would abuse my gift for?
Dude. I like. Do I have a mind link or must I speak out loud?
You can. I'm gonna say you have to speak out loud. To
I'm
the
going
to the
to-
knife, to the magical weapon.
I'm going to say this to the party, but direct it at Thude and say, I suppose this bushberry thing that we were potentially trying to uproot is of magical nature? This is the strangest you've seen Ziller act, and he is a very strange man, so this is very peculiar indeed.
Is odd bush.
Hmm.
The bush move.
It is not native.
Sorry, Farron.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It is not native to Kjol.
I don't know. Farron, you said it was. But just gathering information. You said it was not native to Kjol.
No, there's much dark magic around it. It's a bad omen.
Burn it.
Exploit.
Burn.
I don't see you saying not exploit. Let's go exploit the bush for profit.
So just what could we? Why? How?
Ziller's already on his way to see this bush.
To the bush.
Our closest
Sticks-
right behind.
Styx brings them to the bush. As
Anyway, so this is bush.
you point at bush and it's like trying to.
Well, it is creepy. We have any menageries? Cold weather tundra menageries. Throw it in a cage.
Well, Farron, you said this thing wasn't native, right?
Mhm.
All right, shovel. Turn into a shovel. I'm gonna whack the bush just to see how it reacts.
It tries to grab the shovel and is unsuccessful.
Hmm.
Hear it
How many
creaking.
berries are on this thing?
Maybe 20.
I'm going to take out like a coin purse. I'm just gonna whack at the bush in an attempt to knock all the berries to the ground.
Okay. You does lose some of its berries. But you realize your coin pouch, having been bludgeoning against the berries burst and the acid is now chewing away.
I wasn't bludgeoning the purse with the berries. I was bludgeoning
s-
with my sword.
Oh, I literally thought you said you take out your coin purse and just start
No,
swinging
I take
it
out my
like
coin purse
a
and then I
sock
take
with
out my
batteries
sword,
in it.
and then I whacked the thing to
Oh, okay,
drop the
okay,
berry
okay.
and put him into. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You as you're gathering the berries, you kind of get in a little close, and as you kind of quickly, and deftly scoop in some of these berries on the ground, it uproots itself and starts tumbleweeding away.
Not on my watch.
Burn it.
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
will
gonna
not
turn
allow
my.
it to exist in my frozen tundra.
All right, I'm getting there. I'm sorry, dude.
Sorry. Zaz, enough like Zaz with his passive perception of 18 is now vaguely aware that I think thrice now Ziller has like referenced the weapon directly as he kind of
Zaz
darts
just
forward.
Narrow his eyes and kind of cock his head to the side.
Answers, man.
Okay. I already knew he was weird, so it's nothing new. So.
It might spread. I will not allow this.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Fireball on the tumbleweed.
And that
Ball.
takes care of it. It just
Good, good.
Well, we just destroyed an invasive species. I believe that is calls for us to probably get going on the rest of our quest because we had a job to do. I think we're employees. Are we contract workers or full time? What's our benefits?
Do we have dental?
Do we have dental? If
We
don't
should
have
unionize.
Does anyone have
should
dental in
unionize.
here? In Kjol?
Don't even have dental.
Don't even have dental. I think it's time for a union, baby.
You unionize the demons?
I will unionize the team.
All right. So, without further ado, in roughly an hour, the party begins making their way up into the high places. It is colder here. The kind of cold that hurts your eyes. Farron in the lead. You begin with your pack of huskies kind of pulling you along by the sled. You begin weaving your slow way up sides of mountains and down alleys and up other like narrow ravines and passes. Every now and then you have to the party has to stop and shovel out a pass. And the first day passes without any incident. Night comes, and the party kind of huddles along the side of an overhang. Huddles over the side of an overhang with a fire going. Huskies all kind of bundle about Farron for warmth in Tokyo. Kind of just on Styx's head. I just picture like Farron. You can see like her eyes, and then just huskies.
If we're bedding down, I'll make the hut.
Okay. Okay. You spend some time in Doctor Strange style. I don't know what this is.
I'll make a bubble.
You make the bubble. Is it enough for everybody to get in, including the huskies?
Let me look. Including the huskies, no.
10 creatures, I believe.
10 creatures.
10-foot radius, immovable dome of force.
That is not very big.
9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
Okay, the dogs are smaller. Or smaller. Okay. So.
Oh. That means 4 dogs will have to stay outside.
They can all stay outside. They're good.
Yeah. Tokyo kind of.
Be safer if they're all together.
I mean, if Tokyo's inside when it's cast, he can go in and out as he pleases.
Okay, so Tokyo's inside.
Okay. They were all inside eventually, boom, and then they all had to, in various ways were put out. As you guys are bedding down for the night, yes, that guy. They're on YouTube, the Jake and Feffers. Go ahead and use the command episodes. The party has a moment of kind of quiet as the Aurora Borealis is actually hidden. A snowstorm coming in. But it allows the clouds to have kind of a glow iridescent to them, and the snow kind of having a bit of a hue before it falls too far and becomes its gray, white snowstorm. The wind kind of pelting against the tiny hut, which for the chat is kind of this force field bubble. Who's doing first watch?
I mean, we're in the hut.
In a bubble.
No
Dogs
no
keep
watch.
watch.
Okay. Yeah, that's yeah.
Alright.
The dogs all kind of huddling together. Okay. The the party awakens in the dead of night. I'm talking like 4 a.m., like real late, to the ground shaking. You guys have a moment where you all kind of sit up and look at each other like, before you hear a loud crack, and you watch in muted horror as the overhang above you is shattered and snow begins cascading down on the party.
Stay in the hut.
Stay in the hut. These dogs are going to be making some dex checks as they bolt for the hut. Oh, that's not a great start. Tokyo makes it in. 2 more dogs make it in. Farron watches in muted horror as 4 dogs survive.
You just killed 3 dogs, like just like that, just 3 dogs?
The avalanche crushing down upon the party, the Liamon's tiny hut, just completely going dark on the outside.
You
No trust.
monster.
It's just without reason.
Yeah, look at him. He's not even sorry. Look at him.
The party hears a loud barking laughter. This means war. You hear multiple huge-sized creatures moving around out in the snow.
Stay in the hut.
You are
Stone-
buried
stone
under
hut.
rubble and snow.
I'll be able to get us out in the morning, but it'll be some doing.
I mean, I could probably just dig us out.
Offbeat is sour cream.
I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna change cameras for a bit and just gonna give this one a chance to reset.
Okay.
That's my laptop camera.
Look at that. Look at that ankle.
Nope.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you, camera?
Just do this. Do like a.
It's like I've been doing that a few times. It just ain't working. Okay, let's try some.
Farron, I'm sorry.
I do not forgive you.
That's fair. Oh, I know, amen.
You
so
had it for a
close.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's adjusting.
Can you turn the lights down, or
What the freak?
can you turn the
Frick,
lights
that's
down
what I
or
said.
up so that it, like, oh man, Ghost Man, oh god.
You can turn off your auto exposure.
I don't. How do I do that?
I don't have logic capture on this computer, so I do
I'm not
not
using
know.
logic capture.
Rorik
right
says,
now,
I see you've
Oh.
chosen the Geneva
Then
suggestion.
I do not know.
So Farron, what do you do?
She gathers up the huskies that are in the thing and tries not to cry.
Okay.
On the bright side, now we can all just stay in the hut all the time.
It's warm in here.
We're a perfect 9 now. So.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Not really. I've had to turn off my ring light.
Oh god. You still look good. Well, not now, but. Oh,
I'll figure it out.
there you go. There you go. There you go. Nope. You had it. There you go. All right.
Chilling.
Back to his smexy self. So. Oh god, I'm the worst.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
really are.
can't say no.
I'm not done.
What do we? What
You-
caused this
your
avalanche?
words.
frost giants.
Do I see them?
No,
We
you are
hear them.
buried in feet and feet and feet of snow.
Trying to get out, like right now, or
Couple hours pass. You hear them continuing to. You hear two individuals arguing in Giant.
I speak it.
You speak Giant? Okay. I
Yep.
think Farron does too.
Yeah.
I told you this method does not work. It does work. It's done. We've done it. No blood even spilt. Now we've got to find them. And I hate eating frozen meat. You'll be fine.
And you hear things. You hear snow being dug out and.
Oh, I've got one. Give it here. No, I'm the one that caused the avalanche.
And you hear a brief fight. Blows being traded. And then finally.
Yeah, you sit over there and think about it and dig some more for your meal.
And you hear him, to your horror, eating one of your dogs.
And
We don't know it's your dog. You just hear him eating something.
I can assume.
You don't have to though.
out from under the feet of snow.
It could have
Can
been
I
something else.
like pinpoint the direction of them from their voices?
I mean, they're literally on top of us.
Right. Okay. So, but can we see them or not?
No, you're
No, we're
everything's
buried.
black. You're covered in stone and snow.
Oh, I make the hut
They
light.
dropped a mountain's worth of snow on you and rock.
Yeah, it's like comfortable inside. Is all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see as well. It's dim light.
And breathe because magic.
I just wasn't sure if they in their digging like uncovered us at all.
Now that said, no, they did not discover you. That said, once this bubble drops, y'all are gonna want to act fast.
All right.
Like by
I
putting
have
up a new
idea.
bubble.
Yeah, we have 8 hours.
Okay.
Well, this says that I don't have to see the creature. I just have to point towards the creature within range.
All right,
Oh,
make a really good perception check.
Never mind. Magic can't pass through the bubble, so it wouldn't.
Oh, true.
yeah.
I was gonna do message and try intimidation, but it wouldn't work.
I'm going to
Do
look
we still
to.
do perception or no?
I'm gonna look to Zaz and I'm gonna say, Zaz, I think it's time we start digging a secret tunnel out here so we can stomp these fools for killing those dogs. I knew them for 5 seconds and I loved them so much.
I mean, dogs is dogs. Let's dig a hole.
Zaz and I are gonna start digging a
Dogs
secret
is
tunnel.
dogs. All right, so you're dropping the bubble. Oh no, you can do that without
No.
dropping the bubble.
We could just
All right.
We just walk in and out.
Yeah. So you guys step out and begin carving away at the ice and packing it to the sides and start trying to build a tunnel. Begin running out of
Those will
air,
help.
so you have to return to the bubble and go back out. Eventually, after about an hour or so, because this takes some doing, the snow starts becoming lighter above you. We'll say Zaz with his gauntlets of overstrike just.
Are you guys digging up or
in my
digging like
ridiculous athletics.
Yeah.
straight?
We're like digging like I'd say we're digging like at like an angle up. So we
Okay.
can emerge far away but like not straight up.
Did you hear something? No. I thought I heard something.
You guys kind of have a moment where you pause. And then they go back to arguing.
Oh. Magic can't go through the bubble. Never mind.
And you can't step out of the bubble.
Yeah.
Can you not send your awakened mind?
Good.
Let me see.
I
Could he?
think you can. I think you can send your awakened mind through the bubble. So it's not you.
Up to
Mhm.
300 feet away
It-
from you.
And you can just send it straight through things. And then you can cast a spell from it.
Yeah.
Make it think it's the haunted soul of the ghosts. Of the dogs.
Of the dogs.
Doggy souls. All dogs go to heaven except this one. This one's taking you to hell.
This one chose to stay behind for you.
Okay, yeah. So I'll manifest mind in here, and then he will just walk out of the bubble.
Okay, so someone who looks a lot like Styx, a bit younger, but like it's almost exactly Styx, appears. What is it? What is this?
I need you to go up.
Yes. And he starts.
All right, then as he goes, I'll switch my point. I think I can switch my point of view from him, right?
You can just see
Yes.
through him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you need to switch point of view. You just can you have 2 points of view now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
IRL split screen multiplayer.
And also you have blind sight.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's excellent.
Blind fighters is a stupid thing to give fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Through the individual. Is he able to be seen? Are you doing this kind of? How you doing this?
No, he can be seen.
Okay. How do you wanna go about this then?
Man. Okay, so I want him to pop up, and I want to just float him out of the snow. I want to see where it's out, how deep he is, where these dudes at.
It is roughly 20 feet deep.
Okay.
And it's very large. The amount of damage, the duration. You can see the two frost giants. This is still the dead of night. And you hear in your mind, I never thought I would see the aurora borealis again. The beauty of the northern lights is a gift that you should make sure you never get old. Never become too accustomed of this. And you're sitting there kind of just ignoring him and looking at the giants.
Yeah.
They have found the rest of the slain dogs and are arguing over whether or not there was a party of humanoids. And
Clearly there was. We wouldn't have acted upon it. Well, we can't find them.
I'm gonna have him just float in front of him. Just go.
he just whoop, and they're gonna go and the first one just grabs a rock and just swings at it. And I assume it passes through it.
Just
or
goes
does
straight
it,
through.
Yeah. And they go. One
And then
goes,
he goes.
and he backs up. But the former one kind of just keeps looking at it.
I'm gonna cast fear from the manifest.
Okay.
So they both need to make wisdom saving throws of 17.
Okay. Well, one crit fails. Well, one
Nice.
gets a nat 1. And he just goes, oh! And he's just gonna crawl, just start hauling, smack into a mountain, and trip, and everyone feels the ground shake real hard, and he just keeps running. The other one gets an 18. And just kind of keeps
Made it
looking
by
at you.
one.
Just kind of keeps looking at you.
What are you then? So there were people down there.
How is that the conclusion you come to?
Humanoid ghost appears. It's not a stretch. They were arguing over whether or not there was any humanoids down there.
Have Zaz and I breached the surface yet?
You are able to, if you like, at this time.
Can
I'll
I get-
look back down the tunnel. Hey, how many are there?
Oh, I can't center it on an object, can I? Well, point within range you choose. And moves with it. Okay. Sorry, I interrupted super hard. But can I cast darkness centered on something that the giant is wearing?
I mean,
you can, but
yeah.
I think the globe just forms, and if he moves out of it, then
It says it moves with it.
Oh.
Emanates from the object and moves with it, so we could just one rand. He's
Okay.
blinded. And we
Well,
just
he
squat.
has this long, white, unruly beard. He's got tatters, a couple of large bracers, and some shoulder plates. He's got a very large, broad axe. He's got some horns on a helmet. Very Viking-esque. He's got some slain animals, kind of in a pocket. What do you do?
I'll center it on one of the like animal pelts that he's. I don't want him to be able to take it off.
Center on his beard.
Yeah, the beard.
Okay. The apparition kind of raises the hand, and the voice, much like yours, through you, incantates, and a darkness forms under him and around his beard.
It's a 15-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
It is time to go.
I'm going to breach the surface,
I'll be right on his heels.
and I'm going to, as part of my bonus action, activate my blade song.
Okay.
You come up and you just see a big ball of dark.
And rage.
And tap dancing.
All right. The two of you are on top of all the wreckage of the avalanche.
How many are there?
There's just the one. You can vaguely see the markings of one of them has just hoofed it that way into the mountains from the direction you guys were heading.
Hmm.
All right.
But the one is still kind of like looking at the apparition, and
We
he's.
can't see him. He's in a big ball of darkness.
Well, you can see the rest
Yeah.
of him, surely.
Yeah.
He's a huge-sized creature.
Oh, that is true. He is big.
Yeah, so you've got his beard and chest in darkness, and he's just now noticing it. He's like,
Well,
But he can't
Well,
see?
It's gonna
He
cover
can't
up his,
see.
It's gonna
oh,
cover
my
his-
Yeah.
apologies. I thought you were trying to put it on his beard for some reason. I was very confused.
No,
Center
no.
on-
Okay,
like,
cool.
it's
Thank
centered
you.
on his
Yeah,
beard
so
and
he can't see.
15 foot.
He's starting to try to move, and he's trying to dispel, like, push it out of the way, and he goes, "Arr, arr," and he kind of gets up. It's not helping, and okay, he's gonna kind of get a hold of himself and just kind of crouch and draw his axe.
perfect. I want to jump on his back and grapple his gear.
Okay, what check is that?
Athletics.
All right, let's roll for initiative.
And I'm
Oh, you go ahead.
rage.
So
Oh, man.
roll that athletics.
well, I was going to say, like, as well, like, could I quickly cast Hex on him as well? Like, as Jared was jumping on his back.
Sure. Let's get that roll, Jared. then we'll roll for
That
initiative.
would be a 22
I would also like to give...
athletics.
22.
this-
Yeah, you managed to grab onto him and climb onto his back.
With the Hex, this Frost Giant has disadvantage on, let's say... what ability checks? I guess... Huh? Strength ability checks.
Okay.
Give him a-
Just
I don't want to get yeeted off the mountainside if I can help it.
just
Roll initiative.
yeah, let's roll initiative.
Alright, that is a 22 for my initiative.
It's a 15 for mine.
What's your dex, Zeller?
Oh wait, 16 for mine, plus 1.
Okay. 22, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody else?
14.
14. And what was that, Jake?
8.
Okay.
I don't know
I
if
got
you
an
heard
18.
earlier. I said that I was helping them and was with them.
No, I didn't
So,
catch that at all.
Oh, because when they said we're gonna take it, I said I'm gonna help.
Oh, I totally missed it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you would still be a bit in the hole because hole is not super huge.
Yeah, they do their thing, and I kind of come up behind them as they do
Okay.
all their stuff.
8 for Arthalos. Who am I missing? I
have
got
an 18.
Zaz, Ziller, Farron, Arthalos. Sticks.
Me. Yeah, 18.
18. All right, Zaz, you're up first.
Excellent. I'm gonna hit him.
With sticks on deck. Hit him.
That was not. Do I get advantage to hits for having him in grapple?
I don't know if you've
No,
have
not
him
like
grappled.
restrained.
You're thinking of restrained,
Yeah.
not for grapple, unless you have
Alright.
the grappler feat.
I do not. My first swing is a 12 to
Does
hit,
not hit.
and the second one is an 18.
18 does hit.
Excellent. All right.
Oh, we're in combat.
9, 7, 16. I'm also gonna burn my Fury of the Small. So it's 26 damage.
Whew. Okay. With what weapon? What are you doing?
Oh, just slashing, just scimitar.
with your-
just hanging on with one hand and hacking with the
Just
other.
hacking into him. You hit his spine and you hear him like. Okay. Sticks.
Okay. This is gonna get wonky. I'm going to, so I can only do this twice. So I'm gonna cast from the Manifest Mind again.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him
Ziller's
with a.
on deck.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit him with a. I'm gonna burn a high level spell slot because I've got anything else that I need up here. Hit him with a 4th level chromatic orb. We're gonna go with fire damage.
Okay.
So I rolled a hit for that. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Very good. That hits.
Okay. It's gonna be 24 points of fire damage.
Whew. Y'all throwing out.
And
Y'all
then-
throwing out the big stuff.
And then I'm going action surge.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm not.
And then I'm going to do it again. Same ordeal. And that's
Dang.
27. Same damage type.
27 damage. Did you roll to hit?
27 to hit,
Okay,
33
that hits.
damage
33
for
damage.
fire. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good lord. All right.
And I am tapped. I can't cast spells anymore, so I gotta come up there.
All right. Ziller.
Okay. I'm going to activate my Hexblade's Curse now on this thing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run up to it and hack an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So this is going to be the sword swing. Does a 25 to hit sound nice?
Oh yeah, you betcha.
That sounds nice?
That sounds
good.
nice. That sounds good.
Okay. Because I've got Hex on him as well, that is 21 magical slashing.
Hui.
And
Okay.
now I'm going to Eldritch Blast him twice.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 and a 23.
Both hit.
Plus 8, that is 31 force damage.
31 force damage. Okay.
Wait, no. Plus another 8, 39 force damage total.
Why
Forgot
the
to add
plus 8?
I forgot to add the Hexblade's Curse proficiency bonus damage.
Nice. All right. Is that your turn?
That would in fact be my turn.
All right. So at disadvantage, he's gonna try to step on you. Well, he's gonna pick up a rock and try to bring it down on you.
Okay.
Oh, you lucky man. You a
do
lucky
you roll?
man. I rolled a 20 and a 3. So the rock comes up and just right down next to you, and that's his first. He's now going to try to pluck Zaz from his back. Seeing that he can't reach him, he's just gonna get his axe and like a back scratcher, just try to just carve you at disadvantage. I assume, even though you're attached to him, because he can't see.
I mean, he can't see, and like that's like an awkward way to swing.
No, it's more of a stab.
Yeah.
With an
Using
axe.
weapon incorrectly.
Yeah, well,
-5 for weapon form.
I'm gonna swing at
No
disadvantage.
proficiency.
He does not hit. And that's his turn. He's gonna back up a bit, stepping. You see that he moves 40 feet towards a mountain, and he's just backpedaling, and he starts picking up some speed. Looks like next turn he's gonna try to ram whoever's on his back up against the rock face. Moving away from the party. That brings us.
Would that be an opportunity attack?
Ooh, yes, on your part. Yeah.
Delightful. I don't think it's gonna hit, but that's a 13.
That does not hit.
Also, just grappled, their speed becomes 0. So
He
that
is not
can't move.
grappled.
He's not grappled.
oh.
I'm
He's not
just
grappled.
Is a
on
small
him.
creature on the back of a huge creature.
Yeah, I can't grapple him. Not in
Okay.
sense.
You would
I
have to
remember
be a
asking-
large
I
creature
remember
to do
somebody
so.
hearing about asking about disadvantage or advantage
Yeah.
grappled. So
Thank you though.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Now, if he was a rune knight and was big boy, then we'd be cooking with gas.
Farron. What do? You hear combat.
She's gonna come out of the hole because she's still under there.
Mhm.
How far away is the giant?
You dart your full movement speed, get to the hole. You're next to Arthalos, and you have half cover of like snow and rock. You see him 40 feet away and hauling. You can see the darkness around his head and the blood dripping from his back. You pop out just in time to watch Ziller swing and miss on that second strike. I almost just put a pen through my monitor. When I tell you that was close, I was just like, yeah, woo!
That's karma.
Wouldn't that be it's kind of killing 4 dogs?
I mean,
sips tea.
Oh man. Farron, what do you do?
I am going to cast Misty Step
Okay.
and to get closer,
Okay.
and then she's going to use Planar Warrior and draw her Stormbow,
Okay. Go ahead.
and then she's just gonna pop him.
All right.
With an arrow.
Shoot your
Get
shot.
'em.
A iridescent after image, slightly staggered, of the exact same image as her, kind of appears next to her and mimics her every movement, adding to her damage.
25 to hit,
25 to hit. That hits.
and then lightning. Got 12 lightning damage
Okay.
and 7 force damage. Oh,
How much
and then
force
I
damage?
didn't do 7.
7. Okay. That's it. How would you like to do that?
nice.
Fitting.
So now you get to take control of the narrative a little bit and decide how you would like to kill this thing. You kind of bend the rules a little bit and let you get cinematic with it.
Facing away from her, correct?
No, facing her. The back facing the mountain.
backpedaled?
Yeah, it's backpedaling because it wants to you into the mountain.
Right, I get it. Just trying to figure out the mechanics of how a giant full speed backpedals on a mountain.
Well, as much as it can backpedal. As full as the speed as it can. What do you do, Farron? How do you what does this look like? Your finisher, if you will.
So she like appears out from the Misty Step,
Mhm.
and she draws her bow and she pulls her bow out, and her double kind of behind her, kind of ghostly-ish, and as she's drawing the bow back right before she's going to let it go, she's like, "How dare you hurt my family?" And then lets it go, and it just pops him right in the head.
You watch it disappear into the darkness, and Zaz gets a bit of a shower of gore, and then it falls
Starts to
still.
fall back.
Yep. Sorry, Zaz. It starts to fall back. I rolled for it, man. Make a dex
Yeah,
save.
it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's
Or would it be athletics to jump off in time?
Sure.
Got him.
I got you, fam. I got you.
Which is excellent because I did not roll high really either time. But since it's athletics, I can roll low and swing a 19.
Ooh, nice. You barely managed to weave your way out of that. You drop a bit, catch the back end of it, and between the legs, and you kind of roll and land in a crouching position with the cleaver up as you look back, and it just its neck snapping as that's what all that managed to reach the mountainside. Arthalos, you have a moment where you're like, man, I didn't get to do anything in this fight, but then you realize the dead sincerity, the cold-hearted like kill shot, and the mumbled under your breath. You look over and she's just got murder in her eyes.
Just the deathly calm.
Just a single runs up, misty steps, and then
How far away is the other frost giant?
tumbling into the distance. It's already gone around a mountainside.
Damn, he fast.
Yeah, but I
zooming.
mean, you will be able to.
How bad is it snowing?
How many feet?
You've lost line of sight, but it is possible that you can track this thing.
If only we had a ranger that could follow footprints.
Or had an arrow that always hits no matter how far away it is. If
I mean,
they
it's
saw
a
it.
giant, so I'm sure there are footprints.
I
Yeah.
want to. Either way, I'm gonna run up to the dead frost giant, and Zilla's gonna start viciously stabbing it multiple times until
So-
I've dismembered all of its limbs in a
Ziller-
sacrificial summoning to Thude.
Oh, make
I'm
a
gonna- He killed the dogs.
make a religion check. Sorry, performance. My apologies. Make a performance. You perform for Thude.
The stabby dude.
That is.
I mean, he'd be
That
stabbing
is-
though.
That's a 17.
A 17.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of has a moment where it's almost ritualistic that you just start like with a leg sweep through the snow. You make like a bit of runes in the spray and just the gore and the way you spray it. It's this dance ritual thing. Food says in your mind as you kind of get to the second arm by his chest pocket, goes, "This is acceptable." And you hear and you from the pocket you see movement from that front pocket where it was keeping its chicken nuggies.
You
And-
mean the dogs?
Yes, there is a dog. As it begins
Well, now.
struggling to get out of the sewn leather pocket.
I'm going to like scramble for it and like try and rescue the dog as quickly as possible.
You, with caution, carve open the pocket and whip it open, and it's just
I go, it's okay, dog. It's okay.
Farron, you see this.
Yes, and Farron is going to be running over there.
As you sit there and comfort the dog, you hear crunch, 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 and you look over and it's Farron, just wide-eyed and
Naruto
hauling,
running towards the dog.
just and behind her other dogs, just like yipping with joy.
How's its
Farron,
condition?
full health.
Okay.
She's just gonna like jump on him, wrap her hands around, and she's just gonna. After a moment, she's gonna look up at Ziller and be like, "Thank you so much."
You're welcome.
Just-
Can't stand to see dogs get hurt, man.
He's just covered in gore.
Just-
And so is
Like,
Zaz,
wipe
for that
out-
matter.
I wipe off my eyes to like get the blood out of it. I'm like, man, I really hate seeing dogs in pain, man. That's a new level of hurt. Anyway, who's out for vengeance? I am.
We're wasting time. Let's move.
I mean, I'm game.
The party begins making their way. Sticks. Suddenly next to you is your apparition.
Mhm.
And he goes, "Did you see that? Your dancing friend did a thing."
Do you mean a dance?
No, I mean the outcome of the ritual.
That the dog was in the pocket?
I am not so sure.
Hmm.
And he dissipates. Well, I guess you have control over that, but...
Yeah, nah, he's hanging out, but he's staying 300 feet away from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna be floating 300 feet behind us, following us, because he's stinky.
He's just like screaming the distance. Why are you alive? What the heck?
Why you and not
Shut
me?
up!
I said why you, not me.
kit.
Okay.
Feel bad yet?
The hunt is on
You're a
as the
bad
party...
person.
The hunt is on as the party tracks after this giant. Farron leading the charge. But even the most bookish and
Wait a minute.
and
Wait, guys.
could follow these
There's going-
tracks.
Hold on. No.
Farron, you have a
No, no,
brief
no, no.
moment where you realize you're probably not going on the course that you had planned out in your head, and this is a bit reckless. But your anger has the reins. The party chases after this giant for a good.
So I do want to make a note here. As we're moving,
Yeah, hold on.
we are moving at double speed.
Okay, why is that?
Because I have elk totem.
And also, isn't our ranger favorite terrain the
Yeah.
ice, which makes us move faster
Yeah.
as well?
Yes.
We're
I've got
basically
both.
cars.
I've got both
Yeah,
Arctic
we
and
are-
mountains.
Yeah.
Snowmobiles right now.
Yeah, you guys are hauling.
Chewing powder.
And I also will say that he did flee before we rolled for combat, which means
Yeah.
that there was an intermittent amount of time. It wasn't just the one
What?
round or 2 rounds.
We got like 12 seconds.
6 seconds.
And all the time it took to cast the ritual, and all the time
Sure.
that she was.
that-
I'm
yeah.
just saying. I'm
Right.
just saying. You guys make
But
quick
we're just
time.
saying, we're just saying that there are big tracks and we're
Oh, yeah.
cars,
You guys
so-
are hauling. You guys are hauling.
We are all-terrain vehicles. Thank you very much.
Yes. You guys
But,
you guys are just like death itself coming for this giant. Go ahead, Taco.
You done
Yeah.
goofed.
Yeah, so while we're snowmobiling, Styx is gonna like, hey, I'm very passionate about this as well, but he's probably going home.
Better catch him before he gets there.
Fine,
Oh
I'll
my
fly over
goodness.
top of him and I'll airstrike him.
How many fireballs we got?
I'm gonna.
There
Full
could be a lot more. We might be biting off more than we can chew.
Well, yeah, sure.
I
Ziller.
have a potential fireball. So okay, let's go.
Ziller.
You know, I was angry, but Styx makes a good point.
Well, yeah, of course, but
Baron, what
Still
do you
running.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
Baron, what do you think?
Six is right.
we
she
don't
kind
know
of
it for
pulls
sure
up to
yet.
a stop. Or does she? Sorry.
Yeah, she does stop, and I want vengeance, but I do not want to bring the rest of us in danger, even if the risk is small.
We don't know if his home is a cave or a village. How in the world you keep a whole village fed?
Or a metropolitan giant area.
They got a fire
Ain't enough meat on
department.
this mountain to feed more than about 3 of these suckers at a time.
Yeah. Well, if there is giants involved, that would imply magic, and we should eventually come check this place out. I'm gonna mark this place down in my notebook for later investigation.
Okay.
Ziller opens up his notebook, and you can see that there is like the middle school S that everyone used to draw just all over it. It says this is no ritualistic purpose. He just likes the image.
I mean, who doesn't?
But he's marking this. This is me saying I've marked this place down on my map in hopes that I could come back, that we can come back here with more firepower.
Okay. Reluctantly, but wisely.
Just gonna leave me out to dry. Don't even get to fight a troll.
Well, it was frost giants. Could be.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, wait, if that was a troll, then yeah, keep going.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. It's frustrating. Whatever.
No, this was a
Pretty sure those
whole
were frost giants. I don't
giant.
think trolls
Yeah.
can speak giant, but if it's a troll, we keep going. But
It
I
is a
think that
giant.
If it's
It is a frost
If it was a giant, then there's a high chance that there's cloud giants and storm giants involved. And as much as we could probably take down a single storm giant, I think we're gonna struggle against more than 3. So we should head back. Farron's right.
Okay.
I'm gonna forlornly. I'm gonna say, dude, there's a society of giants. I will bring them down. I will turn them to monkey. I will return them to monkey. I swear to God.
You hear a deep
Word of me.
rumbling.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it.
Swear to me.
You hear a deep rumbling chuckle from the belly, like heartfelt chuckle from Thude. And I quote, the puppy saving stabby dude. All right. Just a second. Farron, you've been pretty full tilt. Zaz notes as he kind of looks back to the way they came, a distant figure kind of standing in your tracks, watching from a distance, maybe 400 feet off, robed and kind of hulking, oddly bent at weird angles, kind of shaped.
Can I switch to the awakened mind that's 300 feet behind us for perspective?
Sure. But you haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Zaz, you see it kind of watching you, kind of hood up. You can see this long beard, but you can't see much else. You do know from the mountainside you just passed that it's larger than a medium-sized creature.
Who's next to me?
Arthlos and Styx.
I'll just do a whack, 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 and just gesture back and try to get a better look at it.
Alright, that's when I would do the switch.
Yeah, you go, you note it, you squint at it, and you switch. A hunched, again, larger than medium sized, so the hunch is saying something. Holding a staff made of ice, kind of leaning on it for support, is this hulking figure. And snow is just pouring out of the hood, and that's what he mistook as a beard. You don't see any facial features, but you do see like almost like dry ice, 2 points of wisp kind of pouring out the sides of the hood, and the hood cracks like ice or tough glass that's been in an accident or whatever. Like if you drop it real hard and it bends but it doesn't break, the robe moves as such. And once you watch it, notice the party noticing it, and it folds into itself until it is simply a snow, and then it joins the rest of the snow and passes on through the wind.
Well, that was wild. I
Yeah,
relay
what was
all
that?
of that. Let me think about it. Can I roll a history check?
You may.
Wait, we saw something?
Farron perks up as well, still holding pup. Still holding
Oh
pup.
yeah, like
27.
a crouchy, creepy
Ice boy.
dude thing.
Yeah.
Wait.
27 on the roll.
27. The only thing you could, it could be a number of things. It could be a ghost of some kind, an apparition of some kind. It could be some mutated thing. It could be some deity, for all you know. You have become very learned. But the staff of ice, that stands out to you. And you suspect that it might involve the true ice that your master, Osiric, the court wizard, mentioned. And
Gotcha.
you think of his son, the fallen. Oh, we lost Taco.
Nope.
Oh, there
what?
he is. You froze for a second on my end. The fallen prodigy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna relay any of that. I got no. I do not know. Spooky ice boy.
Spooky ice boy, spooky and icy.
Spooky Ice Boy.
He ultimately left us alone, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the party. Farron leads them back on track, and they continue making their way up into the higher places. It is still night.
Oh, our rest got interrupted.
Yeah.
Do you have enough for another tiny hut?
Always.
Note to self.
Zilla looks to Styx and goes, What's the name of that spell that you'd always cast after we had a bender? After our parties at what was the name of our frat? Lambda, Eta, Gamma,
Mu.
Mu Alpha.
Yeah, that it's one.
Ah, right.
It was Leomon's tiny hut. I make tent. Start putting the hut together.
You can make tents.
Yes.
You were fighting for how long? And you
I
could've
nearly
just...
blew up the town.
I almost blew up him.
I did not want to be in the tent with the Goliaths, and on top of that, nothing else can come into the tent.
You can make
So,
You win your tents.
do you? You can sleep outside with your tent.
I will. I'm sorry, Styx. That was rude of me. I like your tent a lot. Thank you for being my good friend.
Amazing. It's the best tent.
Yeah, oh, it's warm too. This is what I
it's so
thought.
warm.
After
11
getting yourself
minutes.
back on course, you do get the tiny hut, the arcane force field bubble back up. Oh no, that means there's one pupper that will have
Exactly,
to stay
one
outside.
dog.
Can I cast alarm?
Sure.
So, okay, so that it's a 20-foot cube around our area, and then all of us can go through it without it going off. But
Nice. This will have an arcane ding in her mind if something aside from which she has regulated, which she has designated to pass through it. The other dogs are, of course, also overjoyed and just dogpile on top of it, with Tokyo kind of looking on like, and then getting in there as well. All right. The bubble back up. The party has a much more troubled sleep than they did. But the night passes without any further interruptions. As morning comes, the snowfall abates. And the hut now has some drifts of snow up against it on one side, but the storm passes just in time to see the Aurora Borealis fade.
Well, how many dogs do we have left? Enough to pull the sled, or are we walking?
5. Can still pull the sled.
Got
You-
some good dogs.
Somberly adjust the harnesses and tackle to fit the 2 missing dogs. And carry on. Tokyo at its head. The party begins making their way up into the high places.
Those snowmobiles, because nothing in that regard has changed, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Correct.
Still
It
just
is not dependent on rage or anything.
nice.
Nice.
At double speed.
Distance.
Begins,
Just gotta be kind of close to me.
Yeah, just starts hauling their way up into the mountains. Farron, you have a moment of like, wow, that's useful. We are trekking it. The party continues onward for most of the day before coming to the peak of one mountain. Farron, the bridge that has been here for as long as you can remember. Stories, epic battles in the past between Goliath tribes have been fought on this bridge. It has always been just... You've never once thought that it would be broken, but you come around the bend between one mountain peak to the other, and it is a shambles. Two large, if this is the bridge here, 2 large chunks have been just gouged out of it. It is passable, but incredibly risky.
Look out, the terrain's gonna take more of the dogs.
Easy.
Wait a minute. I got fly.
This is
I
true.
got fly. I'm not completely useless.
How long is the bridge?
Roughly 200 feet.
That is a long bridge.
It is a huge bridge.
Okay. Fly can only target one person, and I only have one use of, and I only have 3 uses of it.
And looking over the edge, you can't even see the bottom. It just becomes clouds. You are in you are along the peaks, as it were. Wind's howling.
Wait.
Wait.
I was gonna
Okay.
say-
I can polymorph into a CR10 creature that can fly.
Beast.
Yeah, beast.
I also have
So-
Tensor's floating disc.
Mm.
So if I fly and I use Tensor's floating disc, we can just ferry people across because Tensor's floating disc won't put any strain on the bridge, and therefore it won't disturb it, and it will still be able to go across it.
I also have levitate. That helps.
Yeah.
And I can twin cast that on someone else as well.
Good thing I didn't prep catapults today.
Well, we also just woke up.
It's true.
And isn't catapult pretty limited weight-wise? It has to be kind of small, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good damage spell though if you want. it.
Catapult
Small,
me.
you say, Goblin?
Don't tell the elf.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to cast Tensor's floating disc. I'm just gonna. It's like just a.
Yeah, a small circle.
and-
Well,
And then I'm going to cast Fly on myself. I'm gonna say, okay. This disc can carry anything with 500 pounds. Anything that weighs less than 500 pounds. It can move on uneven terrain, and as long as that bridge holds out, and this is not putting any strain on the bridge, it should be fine. So, Farron, do you trust your dogs to stay still on this thing?
Yes, they are very trained.
All right, I can ferry the dogs across.
Okay.
I'm gonna then just like a delightful little as if like a delightful dancing fairy. This is how I fly. I'm going to get to the disc. I'm going to ferry them across the bridge. The dogs one by one.
Okay. You succeed in doing so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were nervous, Luna. You were nervous.
How long does that take?
10 minutes.
A minute? Okay, great. I'm gonna go. How does everyone else feel about going on Ziller's ferry of success?
Ziller's ferry.
I mean,
of
I'm down.
success.
Hop on, Zaz!
How big is the disc?
The horizontal plane of force 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick.
Okay.
And it floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice within range. So, I ferry Zaz across, doing a delightful little chate dance.
You have just Zaz is just on the disc as it slowly
I got
makes
plenty
its
of
way
space.
through the
What
holes.
you talking about?
Yeah. Just slowly makes its way through the holes and the gouge marks of the bridge and make it all the way across.
Mm-hmm. I fly back and go. Anyone, who else? This thing's here for a while.
I'll go.
Oh.
All right. I ferry Farron across as well.
All the dogs like watching her make her way again quietly across the bridge.
Sticks?
While
I'm
you're
gonna
doing that,
turn myself into a giant eagle just because I kind of want to.
bird mode. you full on burb, and you begin flying past.
Oh, does anyone need to come with?
Oh.
Does anyone want to ride the giant eagle?
I mean, yes.
You've always wanted to ride a
You
giant
you
eagle.
had him a
Jake.
giant eagle.
You want back or you want in the claws?
Let's go more regal on the back.
All right.
You strike a fine
go.
pose as you begin flapping past Farron and Ziller. Farron, make a nature check on your surroundings. You're kind of inspecting the bridge, trying to figure out what could have done this. This bridge is like dummy old.
23.
23. Okay. You have a few theories that range anywhere from freak storm to dragons. A giant, a frost giant, could walk this bridge with relative confidence. And there are very few creatures that could chunk this thing the way that it has. And it worries you. You safely make it to the end of the bridge, as well as Styx and Arthlos.
Squawk.
And that's where we're going to call it for the night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.